Alright, hey people, what's going on? Today I think we're gonna be making maybe a Juice World type beat. I'm kind of thinking maybe something more sad. I don't know about sad, but just I'm kind of feeling guitars, so that kind of instantly makes me want to go with more of a sad type beat. So I think we're gonna stick to like the Juice World type of beats. So we're gonna have a guitar, probably maybe some bells, a flute maybe. Try to spice it up with something different that's not normally done. Maybe a piano would be nice, although that's done all the time. But there's actually a really nice bell in here, or something that's like a bell in this lo-fi glow that I really like. So I might end up using that. I think that'd be kind of sick to use on top of this. All right. Okay, definitely gonna be using that one, but I want to clone it and have the main melody like a different style of guitar. Definitely put them on different channels. And then I actually kind of like that on top. Is that what it was called? Just give me a guitar, you schmick. Alright. You know, honestly, this on top is a banger. Alright, get out of here. And now we're just going to go make the main melody. So I'm just going to try to come up with something, and then we'll go from there. So maybe like...
Definitely like 150 too. Dun 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 dun.
I think I'm actually going to change... Alright, so I'm going to duplicate this over, and then I'm going to go ahead and change this. Just copy the freaking note, dude. Yeah, so we said we were gonna go for a Juice World type beat, a sadder, I guess, Juice World type beat. That's not happening. Do I even have C4 on my keyboard? That is... Okay, so no. C4 is the lowest I got? Yeah. So I think I'll try... So I'm actually going to go ahead and delete these. Take this one and lower its velocity way down. And then do that. Just so once I... Like, because if I try to... No. I was tripping balls, sorry. I thought that this note was one lower, so if I were to select all of them, I'd select one and, you know. But we're chill. I am going to go ahead and take all of these ones, lower them down as well. Banger. Generally try to keep these the same, but if one of them sounds kind of weird, then I'll just adjust the velocities. Yeah, so these ones sound a little off, so I'm going to lower them one more. These ones do as well. I'm going to lower them one more. These ones went way too far, though. Oh, it's because... Never mind, I'm just tripping. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna all R just to randomize the velocities just so very little. And then strum it just a teeny weeny bit, and then check these ends to make sure they're not going over. And then just to verify, make sure I didn't miss anything if you start to hear and play it. If it goes past it, you miss something. What I mean by that is, say like one note's just off a little bit, this'll happen. It'll just keep on playing. So you want to make sure that these notes are just up to scale. Do not control Q this. Don't quantize this because it'll get rid of that strumming that you just did. Strumming just kind of off places a couple of the notes. Apparently not these. Did I have something selected when I strummed it? Control. That is not. Alt S, not Control S. What the hell is happening? There we go. Alright, sorry. Just tripping balls for a second. But, as I can see, after I strummed it, you just want a couple of these notes to be off place a little bit. Now, it's not going to do it to all of them. It's just going to do it to a very select few. So, like this one right here. And you can adjust this to whatever you want. But I usually typically do just a very small amount. Hold Alt and then drag these back to scale so that they don't play longer like I showed you before. And then after that, it might just sound a little bit more realistic like if someone's actually playing it. But you may not even notice it. Something sounds off. Sounds pretty good. All right, now we're not going to throw any effects on this yet, but we will. So, that's our bass melody. Now, this right here, we're going to add just something on top of it, something very light. I don't know, something cool. Yeah. highest notes. Now, like I said in the last video, you can already see it right now that these notes are not quantized because they're getting chopped off at the end. That's because when we went to this guitar and hit Alt S to strum it, every note we play is going to be like this. So to fix this, just hit Control Q, it'll quantize it, and then if you just click on this note, it'll be fine. Now we can see that these are quantized as well. It probably won't cause any problems when you like down the road, but it's just very annoying. Again, highest note, and then next two lower ones. And then I'm just going to actually save that exact same thing, copy it over, and call it good. I'm thinking a flute, maybe. Yeah. Honestly, for flutes, I think there's one in Massive that I really liked, that I used for one of the beats I made for one of my homies the other day. Is it this one? I don't remember. Yeah, this is sick. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but let's try it, honestly. And if it doesn't, then we can change it later. I'm usually will pick out the sounds before the videos, but just because like making them from scratch, I want to show you how I pick the sounds, and there's not any method to it. I just kind of pick what sounds good. And usually if you can get like a good sounding guitar, and it's going to sound better once we put effects on it. It sounds kind of plain right now, but pick out that guitar, maybe something on top of it, just simple. And then if you can find some weird instrument that kind of doesn't sound like it goes with it, it usually will turn out pretty good. Like, what is it? Juice's Lean With Me. One of the pads that's in that song sounds terrible, but once Nick threw it all together, it sounded beautiful. And it's weird how it works, but just trust me. All right. So one of the weird things about this flute is that every note it plays, it has that chop. Like, but if you do a slide note, so if I have something like this just for say, I guess I should do like this, it'll slide. Like up. Like just to show you. So that's just kind of showing you how some of these instruments work, and it's crazy, and it's kind of hard to control sometimes, but we're just going to try to get a flute that goes with it. Again, a lot of these parts are probably going to be sped up because I don't need to waste half an hour just making a melody. I'm going to go ahead and mute this, make it, and then kind of go back and change it. Perfect. That's C6. That's not gonna work. All right, so that sounds good. What you can probably already tell is that this flute and this guitar, actually, they're not too close in frequencies, but I don't even think we're gonna have to worry about that because they're not really that close in frequencies. If I was to pitch, I don't know, is that guitar? Yeah, if I was to pitch this flute up an octave, it'd be bad. But it's chill right where it is. We're only going to have this come in for probably the hook. And during that hook, I'll probably keep the 808s and kicks out of it, but we'll have to see. It's just kind of the vibe I'm going for. Dang, I didn't even notice that these two notes were the same. I did not do that. Well, this one's not. I might go back and change that later so that this... Well, at the same time, though, once I have this come in, I'm going to disable this one. And then the verse will just be this. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do for this. I don't want to have to do instruments later, so I'm thinking the hooks are going to be this. Verse. You know, as much as I want to add something else to this, I'm really trying to keep the beats more simple and not too incredibly complicated. So I think I'm just going to keep it with that. So that's our main melody, right? We got this guitar, the backup guitar, and then the flute. So first off, this is our main guitar, number 2. We're going to go ahead and put some effects on it. So guitar rig. I hate loading up this plugin. It's a good plugin, but holy moly. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's a free version of this that just has some of them, but I've heard there is, so if you can get a free version of this, do it. But don't crack your plugins. Cracking is bad. Crack is bad for you. Breath You Hold is kind of like my go-to one. I love this. Immediately I'll turn these 3 off. Always keep the fast comp on, and then the little rectify or whatever it's called. I just forget about it most of the time. Alright, so I like the way that sounds. For these guitars, you don't want to add too much to them. Like, again, this Guitar Rig is a great plugin, but for most guitars, if you add a little bit of delay, like if you don't have Guitar Rig, or if you're kind of just starting out, a little bit of reverb and delay goes a long way. So in my next beat, I'll make a guitar beat only using, like stock these, just to show you. Not guitar, not stock VSTs, because I don't think there is one. Stock VSTs. Cannot see my keyboard. This is a long loop, so I'm just gonna go here. Control B, A, Alt up. Snares I'm feeling. Oh, no way, first try. I love that snare. Again, I would love if I could see my workspace. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. Wrong one. Also, someone asked me a while ago about this Cashflow Diamonds pack, and it's just like a drum pack that I made, but these are not my sounds, right? So I'm never going to be selling this or giving it to anybody. I just got sick and tired of scrolling through 18 of these packs, so I just threw all the sounds I liked into this. So then someone asked, like, yo, where can I get this? And I'm like, well, I can't sell this because none of these sounds are mine. But at some point, I'll get into like sound design and making drum kits. But for right now, this is not for sale. Unless you want my tag, I'll sell you my tags for like $5 million if you want to pay for that. Please just start from the beginning. Thanks for being normal. That is not the button I meant to push. I cannot see my keyboard. Alt U. One of the things I did the other day. So I was making a beat for one of my homeboys, and I was like, yo, let's do something very stupid with a hat roll. And he was like, all right, let's do it. So I did something like this. That's freaking fire, dude. I love it. I'm not going to mess with the panning on these, actually. I kind of like the... we might do panning before the end, but for right now, we're not going to worry about it. Just kind of a couple changes here in the hats. It doesn't got to be anything crazy, and then, you know... Why not, right? Alright, now... Cut it all, baby. We're gonna have to put an automation clip on this EQ. Yep, there'll absolutely be an automation clip on that EQ for the 808s, because, man, this sounds not good. It also answered what 808s I'm going to use, too, which is this one. This 808 is freaking fire. This 808 is amazing. Cymatics, gotta give it to you. Y'all make some baller 808s. What am I doing? Baller. I'm about to piss some people off. I made a baby type beat, and I didn't include a 808 roll, and I'm gonna include an 808 roll in this one. Gotta figure that out. I think I'm gonna go down and have it end C5. Not really much of a 808 roll, is it? Now, one of the biggest parts about this 808, and yes, it's in C. I already checked it. It's tuned. We're good. Or I just know this 808 because I use it a lot. Change the envelope. Kicks an F. Example 8000, and I cannot see a thing on my keyboard because this mic is in the way. Shift D will shorten all your notes, and then Alt K will bring them all to the same level, which when you hit Alt K, you can pick which note you want them all to go on. Take your kicks and turn up the velocities. Do it. Now, before you play it, you may want to come down here and turn them down. Otherwise, they might kill your ears. Trying to decide if that part at the end I want to have the kicks layered, and I have decided probably not. Slight duck ratio. Sorry, I be tripping sometimes. We can change this later, of course, too, but that's pretty good. Kicks. F7 takes you to the piano roll. Delete these. I don't want them there. Now. No particular reason why I took those out. I just think that having the kicks hit on the 808s every single time gets really annoying in the car. You'll have songs like, mainly drill songs, and you play them in the car, and when the kick hits every single time, you want to crash the car because it sounds so bad. So just, you can take some of them out. You don't have to. Some people will, on some tracks, the 808 will just go like bar up, like it'll just be a bar long. And that's fine too. It just depends on what you're going for, what kind of beat you're going for. So don't stress about it. Yes, that was the glitch, by the way, with the flute. All right, cool beans. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, select them all. Color select gradient. Actually, I'm just going to keep them all blue. I like the color blue. From here, select insert one, Control Shift L. It'll bring them out to here. This is typically where I will save the beat so that if my FL crashes, I don't lose my mind. Am I going to save it? No, we're going to live on the risky side. Click it, Shift, click to the bottom, drag it out, Control B over a couple of spaces. 25 seconds is kind of a long intro. And if the artist wants that, then they can buy the track out and do it themselves. So I think we're going to have the bass drop at 12 seconds because this is kind of a ridiculous time. So everything's going to be here except this. So also, here's my time to apologize that if it sounds like trash on your end, it's because I have to use Beats while I do this. And no diss to Dre, but Beats are terrible headphones. They're horrible. At least for this kind of stuff. And the setup I have is not ideal. If I could just use my studio monitors that are out in front of me, it would actually sound a lot better, but just bear with me, right? All right, so this is the beginning bass drop right here. Verse 1, Control T, timestamp. You don't have to do this, I do. V1. And then right here, we are going to have our hook. Get rid of this. I will have the kicks for the second part. Hats I don't want at all. That was a voice crack. Holy moly. Snares, get rid of them. Now, excuse the fact that I made a mistake. All right, coolie beans, coolie beans. So this is verse 1. Verse 2, hook. That's chill. So we have the hook here. This is going to be verse 2. If I know how to work this stupid program, sorry. Hook. And then after this, I am actually going to have, that's not the right button. The closing. Get rid of this. Don't care. Was this 12 seconds? 24 seconds is a long closing. Hey, what's that? Okay, closing. Freaking sick. All right, so we are going to have here to here. I know it's only a half bar. Just go with me for a sec. We're going to create the automation clip. A lot of songs actually end like this, only going a little way through the bar. A lot of songs actually don't end with like an entire bar. Some of them do, but a lot of Tekka songs actually use this method of only using half of the bar to end. All right, cool. From there, oh, one thing I actually forgot to do, which is not important because most producers today forget to do this, is on your 808s, these higher frequency notes or these higher octave notes are going to be easier to hear. Like, you know, sorry. C6 is a lot easier to hear than something in C2. Can I speak English, please? Or like C4, right? Kind of hard to hear versus pretty easy. Like C5, for example. Which is why you typically want to take these top notes and then just bring them down 1 or 2 in the velocity section. You don't have to, but it sure makes the people in the car a lot happier when they don't get their eardrums blown out just from listening to a song. Now, from here, usually we'll add a riser. Perfect. And an impact. Perfect. I don't usually go too crazy with these just because it's just adding a little something to the beat. And then, of course, you need your tag. Now, I usually center these around the hook, and that's not what I meant to do. I'll center these around the hook, not the verse. So, even though this hook is kind of not super epic, the artist is gonna do something crazy here, especially if this is going to who I think it's going to. One thing I will do is I will bring in one more riser for this. Typically, I won't do this, but it needs a little something else to it. Sorry, it's not on stretch. There we go. Now we're going to change the volumes of these in just a second. but we gotta do the tags. Tag your beats, people. Cool beans. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and mix these. So come to here, select them all. I have to color code them. I don't care what you say. I love colors. Colors are epic. Enter, not delete. Go to your next track, insert 9, Control Shift L. Where is L? Right there. And then we'll go ahead and just roughly mix these for right now. Again, I'm not going through the mix process now because I'm on beats and I want to cry because these things are terrible. This is gonna be sick when an artist gets on here. Hook's gonna be crazy. I was gonna say I might EQ this. Sorry, stop a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to. Now, again, these are around the hooks. There's not very many of those. So, we'll just go to the closing, put this on here. I know you say, oh, it sounds so bad. Well, again, this is not final. I will end up changing this. Do this however you want it. Arrangement is not what we're here to learn how to do. So, arrangement is, it depends with the artist and stuff. It's what they want to do. So, you will probably end up changing a lot of the arrangements. Why do you place these tags in the most annoying of places right in the middle of the hook so that if an artist downloads your beat for free, they can't get around this? You don't want them to just like cut your tags out. And why is that? If your tags are in a beat like this, right, and you didn't like vocal mix or anything for the artist, then you know they didn't buy this beat because most people don't sell beats with tags in them unless you're huge. So if it's got your tags right here, I know they didn't buy this beat, henceforth they can't use it, so I get that money. My money. Alright, from there, that's pretty much the beat. Like I said, the drums probably don't sound super great, and that's because, again, I'm going off the Beats headphones, and the difference in volume from the monitors to here is absolutely crazy. So, it does sound a little off, but we went through all of it. We went through the melodies, making sure that you EQ'd when you needed to. Whoa, no way. That's why that's why the 808's not as punchy. Yeah, there we go. And see, I couldn't even notice that because I'm on Beats. Like if I throw these on the monitors, I'll be like, whoa, something's off. But we made the melody, we EQ'd it, and did the drums, has clap snares, 808s, kicks, all that. Threw a little bit of effects on there. And that's how you make, I don't even know what kind of beat this is. Probably like an Iann Dior. It kind of reminds me of something he would do. Yeah. That is kind of crazy, dude. Listening to music through beats it's really dumb. Crazy. Anyways, that's how you make probably, I guess, an Iann Dior type beat. Nothing too crazy, simple melody, a couple backup plucks up here, and then a flute just to kind of give the hook more vibrance. And then a nice closing, throw your tags in there so the artist can't steal your beat. And after that, if you want to make sure your beat sells, then hit subscribe and all your beats will sell. That may or may not be true, and I cannot be held legally responsible if your beats do not sell. But your beats are fire. Don't give up. We're all going to make it one day. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.